All right, welcome back to my space on the internet. We're doing a past, present, and future reading. I will say, you know what, that's not important. Don't worry about it. So the first card that was pulled was the Hermit card. It says, the Hermit is the tarot's wise man. His arms folded, he sits in seclusion from the world, content in his thoughts and the wisdom he has gained through his many experiences. He is happy within his inner self and protected in his own world. A thinker, the jellyfish around him are symbols of his enlightened mind. He travels inwardly or intellectually or spiritually to find the answers he seeks, which give him peace and understanding. That man is smiling. Ignore my nails. Yes, these are done at home nails. You see the jellyfish. You can see how comfortable he feels. He looks. And he's just in contemplation. And that's a beautiful thing. It says, reflection and quiet time are important now. You may need to study, contemplate, or simply spend time alone to process all that has happened recently. This may be a welcome retreat, or you may feel lonely. Depending on your circumstances, however you experience the Hermit's solitary influence, know that you are guided by your inner light. You won't get lost in your thoughts or be alone forever. An additional meaning of the card is distancing yourself from certain relationships that may be overwhelming you. Advice: try not to resist aloneness. It gives you time for contemplation and healing, to find the answers you need and know yourself more deeply. Your keywords are thought, retreat, travel, inner journeys, solitude, seclusion, and protection. For me personally, I am in a space of wanting seclusion, desiring seclusion, and the thought of being alone right now sends so much relief through my body, because many of us have passed through the portal gate 1010 and we've done immaculate. We've just done amazing, and there's 212 on the timer. Your ancestors know that they can trust you. They've endowed you with their spiritual gifts, and that is taxing for the human body. It just simply is. Anytime Aang would come from the spiritual realm after being there for a certain amount of time, or even a short amount of time, depending on what he was doing, he would be ready to pass out once he got back to the other side. When I tell you, it literally feels like that. It literally feels like that. Like just walking upstairs, cooking myself food, doing a reading, which I love to do, which I'm called to do, going to work. It's so crazy, but I almost feel like a child, like a newborn child. I'm so excited to be walking spiritually, to be running spiritually, to be flying spiritually. But the human body is going to take time to get adjusted. A spiritual teacher that I had way back in the day, and you're always connected to your spiritual teachers. They always remind you of things, and sometimes you'll go back to speak to them. She was talking about this feeling, this experience, and I didn't get it because I had yet to reach that point in my journey. But I completely understand now. Y'all take care of yourself in this time. 333 on the timer. Anyway, so that was the past. The present is Two of Pentacles, which is options. Let's read about the Two of Pentacles. We have, this too shows a decision is underway. You're considering your options, rehearsing all possible outcomes rather than taking action. The choice may concern jobs, places to study, potential homes, or where to travel. In personal finances, there are demands on your resources, so you may find yourself juggling income and expenditure in order to balance the books. Pay attention to every detail of any financial agreements or offers. Look for long-term benefits rather than short-term gain. Keywords are choices, property, finances, balance, judgment, contracts, and detail. Y'all, I don't know if that card resonated with y'all in any sort of way. Excuse this little highway and byway I got by my house. Well, not my house, but the place that I'm currently staying. They're just crazy because it's a long strip of road, and y'all. Anyway, but when I tell you I resonate deeply with that card, because Your girl has had to make money do things that I have never wanted money to do in my life. Like, just ghetto, and it's gross. But you know what? I don't even listen to this pastor at all. But I heard a small snippet of what he said. And sometimes people are hit and sometimes people are missed. And you'll catch a message that you needed to hear from that person. That does not mean go and study that person. 5:15 on the timer. But this one pastor, his name is T.D. Jakes. He said, and I think I listen to his daughter sometimes because I like her word. But anyway, he said, you have to believe in you. The things that you're looking at and believing right now about yourself, you believe in them because you've heard it from somebody else. You didn't know what broke was until somebody told you what broke was and then told you that you are broke. Come on now. Somebody told you that you are ugly. You didn't know what ugly was. You didn't know that you fell in that category until somebody told you that's who you were, and you believed them. You fulfilled the prophecy. That's what he said. And I was like, knock the heck back. And I heard that message today. There was 555 on the timer. Y'all, you have to believe what you know to be true. You know you're not broke. You know that you are not ugly. You know that even if you don't see it now, it is already yours. You know this. Which prophecy are you going to fulfill? 6:16 on the timer. Listen, I've decided I'm not a broke woman. I know I'm a millionaire. I know I'm a millionaire's wife. I know together we're going to make billions. Like, I know this to be true already. And that's the prophecy I'm going to fulfill. Point blank, period. Which prophecy are you going to fulfill? Are you going to fulfill yours or someone else's? Okay. Anyway, so the last card. Some of y'all are in situations and people told you that that's where you're going to stay. Are you going to stay there? Are you going to fulfill their prophecy? Fuck them. Motherfucker. Like, I'm really in that season of like, how dare you talk to me in such a manner? Humble yourself. Anyway, y'all, so then the last card, 7:17 on the timer, is Wheel of Fortune, which is destiny. What's that saying in the church? What God has for you, can't nobody take away, can't nobody make stumble, can't nobody steal from you. On this Wheel of Fortune card at the bottom, it says destiny. This is yours no matter what. Look at all these dancing fish. Like, first of all, let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 8 fish. For real? Let me count that again. Okay, those are 8 fish. And we know the number 8 is like the number of infinity. And the Wheel of Fortune means it's going to be around forever. You're just going to be spinning this new timeline. Y'all have put in the work to be in this new timeline. I have put in the work to be in this new timeline. 808 on the timer. I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all are not playing either. I feel the might as I'm saying this of y'all. I feel the might in my chest. 818 on the timer. Like, we're not playing games. Let me read this card for y'all. The Wheel of Fortune shows a whirlpool of flowing energy. 8 fish are drawn towards the center. The number 8 stands for change and renewal. The whirlpool's clockwise motion represents a turn toward the future as fate steps in and puts us on a new and perhaps unexpected path. All aspects of your life are boosted with the wheel as you move forward and allow fate to take you in your destined life direction. This card also shows you will be feeling generally optimistic and able to make the most of your luck, turning unexpected opportunities into greater decisions that change everything for the better. An additional meaning of the card is clairvoyance. So your intuition is heightened, or the person you are reading for is developing spiritually. The advice is the wheel is not so much as a doing card as a receiving card. So enjoy and appreciate the good fortune that comes to you now. Go with the flow. Keywords are fate, luck, the unexpected, movement, change, crossroads, and clairvoyance. Baby, the time, I know I said this in my last reading, but the time is now. The time is here. Like, I'm choosing to stay in such a good vibe and such a good energy and such a good spirit because I know my path. And I know that it is beautiful and it's decked out in light. 9:49 on the timer. It is abundant. It is smelling good. It is luxury. It is good on all occasions, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it is love. And I'm claiming that. Claim that right now for yourself. Don't let anybody else dictate what is for you. We're done with that, ain't we? We're done with hearing other people's shit. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, you can't sit at this table. And I'm telling you, being nice is so easy. Being nice is so easy. It is simply knowing your non-negotiables, knowing what you look for in life, knowing your happiness and knowing your lows. It's balance. That's all it is. And it's being able to navigate this space without hurting anyone, all whilst knowing yourself. And I'm not saying that you're perfect, because sometimes you're still going to hurt people. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because sometimes I'm still going to hurt people. But there's a level of responsibility that comes with maturity, especially spiritually, in knowing that if I ever have to separate from you, if I ever have to hurt you, it is done with intentions of love for me and for you. And I someone else actually gave me that knowledge, and I ain't gonna say their names, say their name, but with peace, light, and love, I'm telling you, clear out negative energy, clear out lack energy, clear out uncertainty energy. Matter of fact, it's okay to be uncertain about things, but be at peace with uncertainty, because God is guiding you every step of the way. Like I said in my last reading, God wouldn't tell you to leave somewhere if he didn't have another place for you to be. God wouldn't tell you to leave somewhere if she didn't have a place for you to be. And you know, the nurturing feminine energy of God is always about that. Okay, where are we finna sleep? What are we finna eat? How are we gonna protect ourselves? Like, whoop de whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the male energy, the male energy, the masculine, I couldn't get the word, the masculine energy of God is always on that protection, on that providing, on that, you know what I'm saying, on that flow energy. Like, peace is yours. Love is yours. Which prophecy are you going to fulfill, my love? 12:21 on the timer. Enjoy your period of aloneness. Enjoy it. I don't even know if I have time to share this with y'all, because it's already 12 minutes, but literally before I was pulled out of my place of what felt like never-ending hermit contemplation energy. It was in my last apartment that I had, where I was completely to myself. My spiritual team told me, enjoy this period, because once you leave this period, this space, this place, you are going to go through some things. And I didn't know what that meant. I was just so happy to hear I was finally getting ready to leave this dark, literally damp studio apartment. But it's what I could afford at the time, 1313 on the timer. And I began to like be grateful for it and be gracious for it and just, you know, decorate it and make it mine. But baby, I'm a sun child. I just couldn't wait to get out of there. But what I experienced after the fact, the pain that I went through after the fact, I was like, oh, I get it now. This is what y'all meant. So in this moment, let this be a message to you. Enjoy your contemplation period. Many of us have went through tower moments, lightning moments, destruction moments, where it feels like our whole world is crumbling. And this is after a really tough period. But I can tell, because I can feel it in my spirit, you've matured now. I've matured now. So it's like, even this tower moment doesn't scare me as much. I'm really sitting here like this dude, like, okay, like if I were to get into an argument with somebody right now, okay, because it ain't got nothing on my future. And baby, I got options. I'm not in lack of anything. I'm a very rich, wealthy woman. I'm a very beautiful, happy woman. And I can't wait to see what the future unfolds for me and for my person. So with light and love, I send you on your way. I hope that helped in some way. Excuse the stuttering. Sometimes my mind could be going faster than my mouth and stuff like that. So Stay focused on this, my love. All right. I love y'all. Peace.